Okay, so now we want to do that same strategy here with taking the log of both sides of an equation. Okay, and again, it's going to feel funny because this is the first time you've ever seen it like this. So here goes this. You're going to take the log of both of these sides. So I'm going to squeeze in log base 10. I'm just actually going to squeeze in the log to both sides. It'll kind of look funny. So log of that and log of that. Okay. So take a second and see, okay, hey, what's this side going to equal to? What is this side going to equal to? Yeah, this is negative x. And this one looks weird, log of 0.1, but be assured you can just plug that into your calculator right here, right? You can just plug log of 0.1 and it'll tell you the answer, right? But I want to remind you that 0.1 is really just log of 1/10. Log of 1/10. So if you look at that log of 1/10, oh, that's just a -1, right? That's just this right here. This guy right here is just -1. So that's -1. So if the opposite of x is equal to -1, x is just equal to 1. Okay. So this one too says I'm skipping this one. One of the equations you wrote in the table puzzles is this. How could you unwind the equation using basic operations and logs? Show your steps. So here, what we want to do is we want to, again, do this, taking the log of both sides. Okay, we're going to take the log of both sides for this one. Okay. Okay, so when I take the log of both sides, right? Does anybody see the difference in this one? What's the thing that's kind of like, I don't know what to do with that thing right there. What's the difference for this one? What's the one thing that's different for this problem? Yeah, but what do you mean? Like which part here is like the 10 to the x part, that's not new. Yeah, it's this 3. Dang, I wish I could figure out what to do with that 3. Anybody have any suggestions on what I could do with that 3? What am I going to do with that 3? Yeah, you're going to just divide by 3. Very good. Ms. Johnson, how did you know to divide by 3? Well, what does it say? What is it doing to that 10 to the x? It's times. Okay. So go ahead and divide by 3. I'm going to just write it right here. So I am not actually going to divide by 3. I'm going to leave it like this. 94.87 divided by 3 is equal to 10 to the x. Now, I'm going to draw you back to like, I don't know, this is probably like 7th and 8th grade. Do you guys remember like solving equations like this, like 2x minus 5 equals to 11? Do you guys remember solving equations like this? Remember back in the day? And you're like, oh, so simple, no logs. Yes, but which operation did you do first? The subtracting or the timesing? Yeah, we dealt with the subtracting first. Very good. Anybody know why? Anybody know why? All right, here's why. A long time ago in 4th grade, you learned something called PEMDAS. Do you guys remember that? Do you guys remember PEMDAS? PEMDAS is the order of operations. Well, this is the order of operations to simplify. So when you're solving, you don't use PEMDAS, you use SADMEP. Take a second to understand what I just said. So remember, we've been talking about inversing this whole time, right? So this is actually the ultimate in inversing when you reverse the order in which you're solving. So the reason why we took care of subtraction first is because that's the last thing that we would do before. Okay, so Ms. Johnson, you want me to take care of subtraction and addition? And then division and multiplication? and then exponents, and then parentheses, Ms. Johnson, where's logs in SADMAP? Anybody know where logs lives in SADMAP? Where does logs live in SADMAP? Just guess. Not in parentheses. Nice guess. Not multiplication. Nice guess. I'll give you a hint. Who does, very good. Who does logs undo? Logs undoes exponentials. So it undoes exponentials. So logs actually lives under exponents. Very good. So if I followed SADMAP here, let's go over here. And then we're going to be done in a second. If I follow SADMAP here, the first thing I say, hey, do you have any subtraction or addition? And it's like, nope. So I cross it off. And I'm like, hey, do you have any division or multiplication? And you're like, yeah, there's multiplication. So that's why I'm dividing by 3 first. That's why I had to divide by 3 first. Okay, last little bit. So then what I'm going to do is now I can take this and take the log of both sides. So now I can take the log of both sides. So log this, log base 10, a log of 10 goes away. So this is just x is equal to, and whatever this is on my calculator is exactly what you guys would have found using the graph. Okay. So now you have everything that you need in order to do these puzzles here. So my expectation is that you try these and you try these. Okay, this right here, not on the quiz, so don't worry about it. These are on the quiz, and I do have time before our quiz for us to go over them. So make sure that you look at these before we do it, because you do not want to learn that you don't know how to do it on the quiz, okay?